Hello again YouTube, this is the Irritated Asian back with another video. This one is for Victoria 3, the newest game released by Paradox Interactive, the creators of, you guessed it, Crusader Kings 3. Now, unlike Crusader Kings, this game is more focused on trade, economy, population control, as well as the population's care and their opinions, because this game takes place more in the industrial era and beginnings of World War I, where of course we know democracies and republics began to become really prominent, and war became a little bit less of a constant and more of a massive major thing. So here we might see a few battles, but more often you're going to start seeing a lot more developing countries and establishing trade. Now, I did play this game a little bit as Siam just to get myself familiar with this setup, but relatively I am still going in blind, so I'm not really as much knowledgeable as others who may be playing this game. So for any beginners, this might be the video for you to see if you might like it. So before we begin, don't forget to like this video if you enjoy this content, and subscribe if you enjoy my content in general. And don't forget to ring that bell to get notified of future video drops, and leave your comments, thoughts, questions, anything down in the comment section below. Without further ado, let's get into Victoria 3 to see if we can survive the 100 years of the Industrial Revolution and a potential Great War. So we're going to play in the sandbox mode. We're not going to have a particular pathway to victory. We're going to just do whatever we feel. And of course, because this is the Irritated Asian channel and I am the Irritated Asian, we're going to be playing in Asia, one of the Asian countries. But not just any Asian country. We don't want to play just the Great Qing, which is basically the modern formation of China. And afterwards, not the Japanese shogunate or the Joseon dynasty, not even Siam that I was testing, or even any other ones that are here on the map. We're going to play something a little bit, I think, more challenging and a little bit more interesting. Yes, we're going to start as the Qing for now, but I'll tell you why. So I'm going to enable Iron Man, make it a little bit cool. No saving, it just automatic saves all around, so all decisions matter. So we're just going to start here real quick in the Great Qing. And we're just going to call this Proto-Taiwan. Now you might be wondering why I'm calling it Proto-Taiwan, or you might already be assuming, and you'll see exactly why. So, when you go into the game, you can see we're already starting off as the Great Qing, most of modern China, a little bit of Mongolia, but we're not going to stay as the Great Qing. No, no, no. They may be big, and they may have the Opium Wars coming up in a few years, but we are not going to be handling somebody with such a high GDP, such a high population rate, all these good buffs. We're going to start a little bit smaller. Hopefully it goes a little bit smaller. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to diplomacy. We'll go to release subjects. And as you can see, there's a few kingdoms that we could technically release. For China, we can go to Qian and all these different. But as you can tell by the name of the save, Proto-Taiwan, we're going to go with Taiwan, which is the Great Kingdom of Formosa, or Principality of Formosa. And once you do that, it'll tell you, do you want to release independent? So I'm going to play as Formosa. Make sure we get that box clicked here. And we're going to be playing as Formosa. Ah ha ha! And we are unrecognized. There we go. And look at that. We are now playing as the Principality of Formosa. Right here in the Formosa section of the South, or the East China Sea. Pardon me. Right off the coast of Fujian, as well as south of the Ryukyu island chain and north of the Philippines. So we're right here. The supply network is very good. Look at that. Starting off with relatively good land here. Right here, Taipei, the capital. And we have a few other lands around here. Taitung, a port. So we have some good stuff going. We have a 1 million GDP, or 1 million euros of GDP. Our literacy rate is 22%. Not bad. It could be better. We don't really have a standard of living yet. Once we start the game up, because it's on pause right now, we're going to see exactly what we have to work with. But we can see relatively good stuff here. Let's take a look at our government. We have Prince Du Cui, or Du Cui. I don't really know how you pronounce the C in that sort of Chinese context. I think it's Cui rather than Sui. So Du Cui, I think. Chinese people, tell me. But look, we got a lot of Vajrayanan monks. Oh, so our religion is Vajrayanan Buddhism. Ooh, that's interesting. Varayan. I thought we would stick with the Mahayanan, but maybe we're not. I'll take a look at that in a bit. But we also have the rural folk, the armed forces, and the intelligentsia. So, yeah, basic opposition or basic population forces that we can see here. Landowners, of course, already in main power, as they always are, and we are a absolute principality. We have a good amount of legitimacy. We could incorporate other people into our government aside from the landowners, but I don't think they like us too much, so maybe the monks, we'll see. Some laws. So the state religion is Varayanan Buddhist. Yes, so I think we are Varayanan Buddhist. Intelligentsia don't like it, but then again, they are the minority at the moment. We are autocracy. We've banned slavery. Okay, easy enough. We do allow child labor. We gotta work on that. Serfdom, yeah. Censorship, we're gonna have to work on a few things here. So we got our work cut out for us. And let's look at our budget. We are taking a medium tax income. And right now, I think we gotta press play just so we can see exactly what else we're working with. But we can look at some of the industries that we have. So let's look at Taipei. What does Taipei have here? Formosa, the state in Formosa. So we only have one state, really, which is good. That means we don't have to do too much, but we also have to build up more. We have fishing wharves, not maxed out, so we can do more of that. We got tea, perfect. Tea plantations, banana plantations. The tea is going to be very good, because it's probably going to give us some money. Got some barracks and some ports. We got some soldiers with us, that is good. A little bit. We should be able to make the conscription center, eventually. And we're going to have to get an urban center up and running. So we're going to have to do a few things. We're definitely going to decrease on construction. So I might start focusing a little bit on that. So for the first thing, let's go with... Down here, you can see there's a little menu here to help guide you to certain lenses, make things a little more easy to access. And I'm going to go to... Where are you? Oh, here. We got to go to the trade lens. We got to go to the construction sector. Now, we're going to lose a profit here, but if this is to be believed, we might be able to. Actually, no, I don't even know if that's really accurate. So for now, we're not going to do anything. We're just going to press play at normal speed just to see what we're at. Let's go to 5 speed just to speed it up here. Okay, so now that we've gotten a little bit faster here, so we are looking, standard of living is relatively good, although, you know, the lowest strata is still struggling, but we can get that up. We have a population of about 2.9 million, almost 3 million people. A few thousand people are upset, of course. Now let's see why. From buildings and being fired from buildings, we have to build things for people to be employed. So that's a good sign. All right, so let's start first with the construction sector. It's going to decrease our funds a little bit, but I think we can afford it because we want to be able to build more things. Build more things faster, have more production, and then we're probably going to start working on increasing the farm, plantations, the fishing wharves, maybe get logging camps, get some wood. We're going to need some wood construction here. So I also want to do some logging camps. Let's add some logging camps on the construction side afterwards. Ah, we got an heir to the throne, Bing Cui. So the Cui family, I think, is what it is. And we're also going to do some research. I forgot about the research. In terms of what we're going to be wanting to do, I think we should be focusing a little bit more on production. We need to start getting our economy up a little bit more. The question is, what do we want to do? Well, what I kind of want to focus on here is the cotton gin for a little bit here. We need some lath. We want to get some lath and stuff. Maybe we want to make some clothes, you know. We should also look into becoming a protectorate of a nation because we are small and we're by a lot of powerful forces. The Spanish, the Japanese, the Chinese, and a little bit of the Portuguese, but not so much. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to start making friendly relations with the British. So where is he? There you are. The British. The British. They're protective of us, which is a good sign. So we can become a protectorate. And it generates a progress with relations. And we'll be part of the customs union by the British. And we're fine under it. We'll become the servant here. and we'll be fine. I think that's a good idea. Being the protectorate will make sure that the Chinese don't come and try to attack us or any other forces, because the British are probably the most powerful force in this game. Very safe, very safe. Let's also look and see if we could do for taxes. Now, being of the modern era of a social capitalist society, I do believe we can start taxing some very lucrative goods that aren't necessary to the populace, like liquor and opium and luxury clothes. It does cost us a little bit of authority, but I think that's fine because it does generate us some good euros. No, pounds. That is what we're going by, because we're the British protectorate. We are under the British protection. Yes. So we need to build up Formosa again to get more taxes. Tools are expensive in the British market. We'll have to do some of that. Let's do some more in the construction sector afterwards. We need to really build up. We need to be able to build a lot of stuff at the same time. We can't build one at a time over periods. That just takes too long. We need to make the British market of Formosa strong so we can include more things here. Speaking of markets, let's take a quick look at our trades here. So we have, let's see, So the price of the British market is not too bad with liquor. We do sell more liquor than we buy. Same with opium. Not bad. We're gonna have to start doing some more trades here. I think we can, yes, we're doing regular. Oh, we're not part of the British market yet. How do we become one? Do a new export route into the. We have a lot of grain. Maybe we can look into getting in. So we can go to the Sulu market, the Hanoverian market, the Priatini. Ooh, we can make a lot of money from grain for the Priatini, because we have a small island. Or a Tuscan market. Let's do that. Let's export grain to the Tuscan market. I'm gonna work on getting us. Ooh, we got a trade center. That's nice. That is for the, I think the grain we're exporting. Here, let's build ourselves a government administration building. Put some more peasants to work. And also for tax collection purposes. So we are losing bureaucracy because of tax waste. So we definitely got to get that building up so we can really collect on those taxes. Ooh, abolish serfdom. So we could abolish serfdom, but if we do that, let's see. The landowners would be very upset. I say enact it. I think we have a chance. The landowners, nah, I don't really. They're upset, but I think this is better this way. Having serfdom abolished lets people spread out more, and we can really diversify our economy, as well as discourage more radicals. And we got the cot engine. So let's see what else. Let's go look now at the. Go the lab, because I want to try and get mechanical tools to do some other good stuff with that. And there we go. We got a good government building up. So we're definitely going to need more. We're going to have to increase that, because in terms of what taxes we can get, using 290 of 156, we need. Wait, let's see. Aha! We abolished serfdom. Huzzah! We no longer have that. The people are happy. Look at that. The landowners don't really like us too much, but I mean, it's not crazy. But they're all happy. The rural folk and the intelligentsia, they're very happy with this. They're happy with these changes. But we need to do more about this government administration. Let's build more in the government administration front. Because I want to get rid of that. Like, look, our bureaucracy is just. Okay, look at that. We're getting back up there again. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, no, we got to increase our capacity. Because we need to get this 162 to this 291. Because we need to get more taxes. Like, that is how our government thrives. From tax revenue. We have very few radicals. Look at that. A huge drop in the radical population. A lot of people are happy with the abolishment of serfdom. And we have a lot more loyalists now. The mass is with us. The masses are with us. Okay, logging hasn't gotten its. Oh, it's gotten its workers. So let's bump up the logging camp a little bit. Luckily, by peasants, I think not all of them are unemployed. Yeah, a very minority are unemployed, which is weird. How we have 500,000 peasants, but we have a population of 2.9 million. Like, where's the rest of you people? Because Formosa only has this one state. There's like nothing else that we own. This game's gotta fix that part, because I just don't know where a little over 3/4 of my population live. So now increase our administration again, get that tax revenue. We need a tax revenue going up. You can see we're doing very good positively. A little slight negative, but nothing that we can't handle. Because once this administration gets up, we can get good tax revenue going and going. Sides with the Qing and the diplomatic play against the Great British. Ooh, is this the Opium Wars? Is this the Opium Wars? Ooh, yes, it is the Opium Wars. I'm automatically on the side of the British, I think. Should I support the British? I'm scared that if I do, the Chinese will just come and attack me as an excuse. I'm just gonna let it play out. If they ask me, then I'll join. Oh, here it is. Offers us a war goal. Ooh, yes, I join you. Yes. Hopefully they don't attack me though. I really don't want to have to fight people right now. How is it now? 170? Oh my god, we really gotta build up this tax in order to make the landfall different. Jesus. So instead of that, let me start focusing on rice farms. Let's make 2 of them. I want to be able to get something of our own. Oh! We have war! And so war has broken out. You know, the one thing that I hope this game fixes is when things like this happen, it automatically pauses. Because sometimes I forget, and I assume it does. And then it just keeps playing, and I'm reading too much and focusing. And then when I go to arms, I lose my territory because the Chinese just attack. It's like, Now the question is, do I want to mobilize? We'll have to see what happens. We're just going to play it by ear here. We're not going to get too much involved in the Opium War. We will provide the British, you know, some support through vocal yells across the Taiwan Strait, or the Formosa Strait, whatever you call this. So let's see where the British are at. Ooh, there's some battles going. Ooh, the British are beating the Chinese. Yeah, maybe we can go here. I'm scared of going to attack Fujian because I'm like, what if the British? Oh, okay. Nah, yeah, I'm just gonna watch. I think they're too focused on protecting their own lands, and I'm just gonna build my farms. Build some rice farms down here. Let me look for a second. Do we produce tea on Taiwan? We're the 8th biggest producer of tea. The 8th. That is insane. I did not know you can grow tea in Taiwan. Good to know. So they've lost their gains here. You can see the regiments kind of like spread out there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how the British are gonna do here. Okay, now let's see. What else can we build here? A port. Build up the port at Formosa. I think we can build up the port to its max. Have some better stuff to go on there. Expensive government goods. Iron and paper are expensive. So we're gonna have to start doing that too. Iron mining, if we can do that. Make paper mills. Ooh, that's what we should do. Paper mills. That's the next thing on the docket. Paper mills. We're doing pretty good with the population. Slowly increasing our literacy rate. The standard of living is, as honestly, impoverished, I think is it better or worse than struggling? I want to help the poor. Make them happy. It looks like the British are slightly winning, but, I mean, it doesn't seem major, I guess. Like, by the time my paper mill's done, maybe the war will still be going on. Damn, this paper mill takes forever. Oh no. All people experiencing severe effects of opium addiction. Tragic! Tragic! Hey, that's why I put a tax on it. If they want it, they have to pay for it. That is how I see it. I can't stop people from enjoying what they love. It is sad, and we'll try to help them. That's why I should get, like, healthcare. But we haven't discovered that stuff yet. We're gonna increase your standard of living somehow, don't you worry. Don't you worry. How do we do that, though? Honestly, one of the things we could do is lower taxes for people. Just to make sure people don't get too much. Or we put more into government wages to pay people. Look at Formosa. Look at that. Such a great city building up at the northern tip of Taiwan. I mean Formosa. No, historical. Historically speaking. Please don't cancel me. PRC. So the British are quickly losing things. Joseon wants a defensive pact. Okay, Joseon. I'm with the Koreans. Racial segregation. Why would I do that? I don't want to do anything like that. I want to go to multiculturalism. Yeah, the British are losing fervor because they're not doing anything. Taking more people dead. Their costs are higher. This opium war ended completely differently than in history. Maybe it's because, you know, Taiwan or Formosa is its own thing. I want to change the government structure. If we reform the government, adding royal force, the armed forces. So this would get rid of 3% of our legitimacy. The intelligentsia would want to destroy us. But now I want to keep it as is there. So I don't want the landowners being the only ones though. For now, not touching too much of the politics because we're not in a state where we can worry about that. We'll build a naval base after this vlogging. Just so we can get some ships. Bring the poor living conditions for us on their Manchu neighbors. So we must learn to live together. Don't be hateful. I think we gotta increase our navy. Putting all 10. Let's put 10 in there. Let's make it a super powerful navy. You need to do something about that. Struggling! People are struggling. Oh god. Niewu of the Varayanan monks has made having a secret affair with a man of the cliff. People must know of this depravity. Depravity! How dare you! Another paper mill. The best thing I can do right now. The best thing I got in my mind. Oh, look at that. The radicals have decreased. Thank God. So God. Okay, so struggling is worse than impoverished. Okay, that's good. So then impoverished, they're impoverished again. That's fine. What war goals were enforced? Nothing. Ha ha ha. So it's basically a war of attrition with these two. Like whoever gives up first, China or Britain. I think Britain has a better advantage. Ooh, maybe we can't afford this. I have to calm down after this. I have to take a break to restock our reserves of pounds, gold. Hopefully, have enough time for this. Let's see. 1,000. Yeah, we have enough. About half of the gold reserves will remain by the time the paper mill's done, and hopefully paper will be cheaper to use, or cheaper to acquire. Maybe we could put more consumption taxes on luxury furniture. And sugar. No, wine. Wine. How is wine and liquor not the same thing? Just because it's fancier? Tobacco. Make some. Look at that. Making some money out of here. Out of the consumption of choice. A lot more people really don't want to be racially together. Oh my god. That's horrible. We're mostly Chinese. Like what? You don't like Manchu? Like what is the population? Min, Han, and Manchu. Yup, bro. You don't like being mean and Han? Like, bro, I know we have differences with the Northerners, but come on now. The Northern Hans are still people. I think we're better off trying to get in a command economy. So that I can control and dictate things like that. I need central planning for that. A lot of people hate that. Like, literally everyone. Well, not everyone. Like, I don't know why the rural folks hate it. I mean, that would give me control to make sure that they have jobs and standard of living increases and such. But whatever. China's, wow, they are really losing it. Their debt is, oh, look at that battle. Look at that battle of the Sichuan front. The Beijing Sichuan front. Beijing is right there, bro. They're battling on the outskirts. They outnumber the British, but, I mean... damn. British are beating up some of their outer forces. Like along the old Great Wall. Ooh, the British beating down the front here. Wow, they have like the Hebei area. The Yellow Sea coast by Beijing. Yes. Xiaozhou Treaty, Open Qing Market, and war operations. Yes. Can we get in the Chi market? And now they have Hong Kong. Huzzah! History repeats. And now it's just a battle between Great Britain and Great Qing, but Japanese shogun is the only one on their side. Again, I'm mostly a beginner in this, so don't be surprised if I don't know what I'm doing. Uh-oh. Chu Wu and Ye Wu. No! A monk and my general. Wait, my monk is married? Oh, the Mahayana religion. Wait a minute, why are a Vahayanan monk for a Mahayana religion? What the heck? Chu Wu, why? You were so good. You still need a general. Yeah, these are personal matters, bro. You shouldn't be. I mean, this is something you guys gotta handle yourselves. Not something I can handle, or should handle. I'm gonna subsidize the trade center. I don't know why, but I'll subsidize it. I hide this menu. It's so in the way. Like it's blocking everything that's happening in Taiwan. Like, come on. Like I gotta go literally right into the city center. Or huddled masses. Yay, got an achievement. Have a cultural migration target in one of your states. I don't know what that means. Hakka migration. Oh, look at that. We got the Hakkas coming over. Yes, we got migrants. I'm surprised. I didn't know we'd have immigrants. The unemployment rises and then immediately falls because we have so much jobs that need to be taken. So many jobs. But the standard of living is still pretty good. Impoverished, but not terrible. Oh. Nothing was enforced. Whatever. It's fine. We don't need. Just end it. We don't rely on their wealth. We have our own wealth to build. Monument to the prince? We don't need it. We don't need a monument to the prince. Why are we wasting money on a building? Oh my god, there's even more people now. The taxes are not getting drained in. People are avoiding taxes. No! So, while we are waiting for our gold reserves to fill up, I think that will be where we call it for this episode. A lot of production going on, building up our naval forces, building up just development on Formosa here, and we are a subject of the British Empire. So we're protected pretty well, so now we just gotta build ourselves up, build our trade up, and all that good stuff. Definitely start raising our economy through taxes, and start getting some good production to be exported out of the country and make us a powerful nation in the Formosa Triangle. So thank you guys so much again for tuning in to my Victoria 3 playthrough here. I'll definitely be making more on this series. If you really enjoy this sort of content, make sure you hit that like button to let me know. And of course, subscribe to my channel if you just enjoy my content in general. And hit that bell to get notified of future video drops. And don't forget to leave your thoughts, comments, recommendations, and anything else down in the comment section below. And with that, guys, this is the Irritated Asian, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.